Tight hugs and sighs of relief from family and neighbors after searchers found a 5-year-old girl reported missing from outside an apartment at the Lancaster Arms complex.
There's no words to say. I'm so grateful. It's something you don't wish on anybody, and horrible thoughts flashed through my mind.
But fear turned into joy. The family says it's partly due to this young man, Tamar Boggs. Boggs and a friend joined more than 100 first responders in searching for the girl. And when they spotted her in the passenger seat of a man's car, they immediately gave chase on their bikes.
As soon as the guy started noticing that we were chasing him, he stopped at the end of the hill and let her out, and she ran to me and said that she needed her mom.
The girl and her mother immediately went to the hospital for her to be checked out. Manheim Township Police Sergeant Jeff Jones says now the focus is on finding her abductor.
We've certainly all heard of worse stories with not so happy endings, but this would be a much happier ending if we find the person responsible.
We were helping an old lady move a couch, and so then a guy came around the corner asking if we saw like the little missing girl, and then we said no because we didn't see her. So we went back into the house, and we were watching TV for a little, and Kane's mother came and said that there was a bunch of cops outside looking for a little girl, and so we should go look for her. And so then we got like a whole bunch of my friends that I know like around Lancaster Arms and Lancaster Green to go search for her, and we walked a pretty good amount of distance to look for her, like back in the woods and where they said she could have been gone. And so then we came back and we couldn't find her, so we came back, and the whole block was filled with cops and firefighters. And so then I was sitting on Joseph's bike, which was the boy you saw me with, his bike, and I had a feeling in my stomach that I was going to find her. And so then Chris had a bike too, so I was going. He said he was going to come. I said, okay, go, come with me. And so then I went over back there in the general area we were before, but I just went a little more deeper over there. And so I saw this like suspicious car, and I looked into the passenger seat. It was a little girl, and I said, I think that's her. And so we followed it for about 5 minutes, and then we noticed that it was her. And so we chased it for like 15 minutes, chased the car for 15 minutes around like Gable Park in that area, like down those like little streets. And so then he went down Gable Park Road. I chased him going down that hill, and he turned around, and I guess he got scared or offended or scared that we were chasing him. And so then he let her out, and she got out. She like stood there for a little, and then she ran to me and said she needed her mommy. And so then I put her on my shoulders because I had the bike. I put her on my shoulders and rid the bike halfway, and then I noticed that it was too dangerous to ride like that. And so then I carried her for the past couple meters that I had of getting her to a law enforcement or her parents. And so they took her, and well, at first she didn't want to leave my arms because she was scared that they were going to do something to her. So I said, no, they're not going to do anything. They're going to take you to your mom. And she said, okay. And she went with them.